So, willkommen zurück. Jetzt sprechen wir mal mit dem Captain.
I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman cat.
Trop.
Broken. This place seems half abandoned. Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover. A souvenir from a more prosperous era. I guess this blackboard has a Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck. I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. But that's all I'll get from them.
Geh noch ein bisschen hier rumgucken. Wieder so ein Buch. Kann man wohl sammeln hier, wa? Du musst wahrscheinlich deine medizinischen Kenntnisse hier wahrscheinlich ein bisschen erhöhen, weil das gab es ja, glaube ich, bei den Attributwerten, die du erhöhen kannst. Da war ja was gewesen mit Medizin.
This man and Fitzroy could be twins. What a macabre souvenir.
Das Holzbein. Na gut, da gehen wir mal hinterher.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights of the stranded whale. Even the antics of these war frags don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on dock order. Tell me what I can do to help you.
Papiere sind unlesbar, über Darkwater reden, nach Lagerhaus 36 fragen. Was macht man jetzt?
I'm looking for warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
Ja, was nimmt man da? Wollen wir anlegen? Na, haben wir schon mit dem gequatscht über die Familie? Das wird ja Quatsch sein. Nicht. Aber man sollte ja schon noch ein bisschen, glaube ich, drauf achten, muss man hier irgendwie auch benutzt. Ja, damit er auch nie, dass er dann irgendwie versperrt.
You tell me.
I thought you would have worked it out. It belonged to Charles Hawkins. Ship owners from father to son.
I see. That explains those loading manifests. Too bad I can't get much out of them. I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse. Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
I know that Charles Hawkins was descended from a family of shipowners, and the island's fishing industry was hit badly.
Indeed, we specialized in whaling, but no whalers went out to sea after the miraculous catch of 1847.
So where did the Hawkins family get its money?
Well, from what Charles inherited, I presume. Although these dates on the manifests could indicate that he had contracts of another kind.
With whom, I wonder?
Ja, Sie sehen auf dem Foto ähnlich. Ich habe den Killerwal im Hafen gesehen. Was ist dieser wundersame Fang? Wer ist Cat?
I was looking at your photograph. One of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
Killer whales don't have many known predators.
That's true. And normally, they're not found around here. But, you're gonna take me for a fool.
Give it a try.
Have you heard about the depths? Trenches that plunge into the earth and that shelter creatures unlike any other.
You're talking about mythology.
Indeed, you're right.
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least. The miraculous catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailor's return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on the wall of the stranded whale.
I found a threatening letter, signed by a certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
Ich hätte jetzt eher gedacht, Cat hier könnte diese Bartante sein.
Dachte ich vielleicht auch. Oder ist es ja, kommt es dann noch raus, man weiß es ja nie.
Can you tell me where the warehouse is again?
Look, I've already shown it to you. It's the one with the cop on guard duty out front. You can't miss it.
Understood.
Also das war jetzt so auch. Oh, okay, gut. Also daraus, das ist ja so.
I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
Hast du einen Erfahrungspunkt gesammelt? Aha. Tagebuch konsultieren. Du musst zum Lagerhaus.
Weg finden. Ja gut, dann suchen wir doch mal einen Weg. So, Das müsste ja das hier sein, ne?
Nur das, wo der Wachmann ist, ne? Hat er ja erzählt.
Na gut, mal gucken, vielleicht wollen die ja noch was sagen.
They can't understand. Damn stupid idiots.
You didn't tell me that the warehouse I was looking for was right in front of us.
Because its owner is dead. And I don't want to see you hanging around it. Now please, leave us to our work.
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad. Don't put that beast back in the water.
Hier ist der Wal nochmal.
What could have done so much damage?
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming.
Die will auch nie reden? Mhm. Na gut, vielleicht findet man ja hier noch was. Ah.
Vertrag. Ah, guck an, so was hier drüben.
There. Hello, old friend.
Schnapsflasche. Ja, die brauchen wir. So, wie stecke ich das wieder weg? Wie
Dreieck war das, glaube ich.
Dreieck? Ja. Hier kann ich nie rein. Was ist das hier?
St. Brendan, patron saint of sailors and travelers. Desecrated. I can't even say which language it's written in.
Nichts zum Sammeln hier. Na gut. Gehen wir mal weiter. Ja, was haben wir bis jetzt rausgefunden? Da ist ein Wal, der scheinbar von irgendwas anderem getötet wurde. Und irgendeine Legende hier rumgeistert. Ja, ich denke mal, der Captain, der wird noch was wissen, was er uns jetzt noch nie sagen will.
Alles noch ein bisschen im Nebel. Also soll es auch sein.
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh?
We saw what you did to St. Brendan.
Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
Na, die haben wohl die Schnapsflaschen auch schon gefunden hier.
I respect your beliefs.
Our beliefs? You mean you don't believe in God?
That's irrelevant.
That's what you think.
There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue.
Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us.
What brings you to dark water?
The two guys behind him. What are they guarding?
The bootleggers. Scum.
They're protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder?
They really don't have a choice anyway. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sailors.
If only they would kill each other.
Ach ja, wer ist Cat?
Is it Cat who's shaking down Captain Fitzroy?
Oh, hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a thing.
Nothing at all.
That statue represents your local saint.
What do you mean by local, exactly?
You wouldn't be looking down at us, like all townspeople do.
St. Brendan. He protected whalers and fishermen like us. Until those assholes defaced him.
Peculiar house.
Yeah, that's where we live. Our boat.
It's not because it doesn't float anymore that we're going to abandon it.
Haben sie keine Arbeit.
Isn't it a bit early for alcohol?
We got nothing better to do anyway. There's not much work around here.
Fitzroy gives us a few chores every now and again, but since the whaling station shut down, ain't a lot of jobs left around here.
So we drink.
Ja, Job haben die ja, denke ich mal, bestimmt, ja. Ich will noch hier
I've
Alkoholgehalt testen.
See you later.
Den Whisky.
Na gut.
No, if it gets out,
Gucken.
serious problems, you know.
I bet that you hid them somewhere in your hut on the docks.
Not even. And don't go looking there.
How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it? I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto, idiot. And with that smell on your breath, I don't got much chance anyway.
Ach, also ist es. Die in der Bar. Wollte gerade vom Stilett reden. Die hat da ein Stilett in der Hand gehabt.
Da konnte man sich ja eigentlich schon fast denken. Cat. Ja, die werden uns bestimmt gleich wegschicken.
No idea. You better keep it shut.
Why, we don't have a clear conscience.
What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the two soaks. Go die of thirst, a lot of you. It'll stink less.
Ja, was nennt man? Lügen? Obwohl, da hätte man unsere Fähigkeit wieder gebraucht, ne? Ich denke mal, das wird jetzt noch gar nicht so gehen. Ja, das ist ja hier sowas. Ja.
Oder die Fähigkeit ist schon da, weil sonst wird es vielleicht unten noch gar nicht angezeigt werden sonst. Halten, um Redegewandtheit zu testen.
I've got to get inside. It's your boss who sent me.
Oh, yeah? And why didn't she say anything to us?
She sent me to see who's filching her stock.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You got no proof to back up your claims, and I'd advise you against snitching.
If I can't get rid of those two, I'll have to look for another way.
Gut, hat nicht funktioniert.
What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the two soaks. Go die of thirst, a lot of you. It'll stink less.
I've got to enter the Hawkins warehouse. I guess it's going to be complicated.
No, it's very simple, in fact. Fuck off.
I don't give a damn about your racket. I just want to get into this warehouse.
And we don't give a damn about you. Whatever your reason for wanting inside, there's nothing we can do for you.
So, who are you?
Are you stupid or are you doing it on purpose?
Everybody knows us on Darkwater.
I've just arrived.
Let's just say we're standing guard for the owner of the site. And we let no one enter her property.
I went to see the statue of St. Brendan.
What makes you think we did it?
We're bootleggers, not savages.
Who do you think defaced the statue?
What do I know? They could have done it by themselves.
The sailors.
Who else, in your opinion? And who's interested?
Cat. She's your boss.
What? You listen through keyhole.
She's the boss, yeah. She says who goes in or not.
Shut up, you dummy. You wanted to know that you also talk too much.
She must be quite intimidating if she can make two men like you tremble.
She redid the smile at the last one who wanted to get in.
I hope you had a good dentist.
No, you don't understand. She really cut him a new smile.
But he only smiles with the left cheek.
Scheiße, grinsen.
Na gut.
I bid you
Kriegen wir,
gently.
glaube ich, von denen als Uni raus.
Das wird irgendwie anders sein.
If I can't get rid of those two, I'll have to look for another way.
Noch einen anderen Weg geben.
Ja, ich schätze mal, du wirst auch vielleicht mit dieser Cat noch mal reden müssen.
Where do you think you're going?
Who are these others so interested in the warehouse?
And why would I tell you?
What's the difference between a police officer and a private detective?
The badge?
Exactly. Apart from that piece of metal, there's nothing that sets us apart.
You think so?
We're looking for the same thing.
Okay, spare me the next verse. I'll tell you what I know. There are sailors who think that there's a beast prowling around the docks. Then again, these guys panic at the thought of bringing a rabbit onto a boat, so...
I see.
And there are others who would like to use the warehouses for their goods.
That's fine.
Where do you think you're going?
I'm not here to hinder your work, officer. Edward Pierce, private detective.
Sorry, we're all a little on edge today. What are you doing here?
I'm investigating the death of the Hawkins family.
Darn it. Why do you want to drag up all that stuff again?
My investigation has led me to this warehouse.
That case was closed months ago.
What more can you say about the death of the Hawkins family?
Not much more than what everyone knows. I wasn't on the case. They were all burnt to death, right? Up at their place.
The whole mansion went up in flames.
Don't get it into your head to go wandering around up there. It's dangerous.
What do you mean by that?
The only one left there is old Silas, and the accident has affected him badly. He can be unpredictable, especially if a stranger starts poking around the property.
Is he a danger to the public?
No, he's in his own home. Do yourself a favor. Leave him well alone.
Alle noch sehr versperrt, ne? Viel kriegt man hier raus, die Leute hier.
Ne.
They can't understand. Damn stupid idiots.
Na gut. Ah, hier, guck mal.
No, der Weg ist jetzt frei. Aha.
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
I've seen the kind of messages their boss sends. You're not scared of her.
Of course I am. Everyone's scared of that woman. She's not interested in small fry like me. You, on the other hand, nose around too much, you'll have dealings with her.
This warehouse looks abandoned. Why does it interest them so much?
No doubt a question of territory, but I ain't asking. You want to know more, go ask the captain.
Good. Thank you. I shall take my leave. A handle. It must come from these old witches.
Mach ich dann.
A whale vertebrae. If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true, this bone is a real fossil. This ratchet device seems to be usable. It looks like there's a way in under this grate. I could use this old...
Kann ich das nicht benutzen? Okay. Ja, später. Mehr gab's ja hier nie. Ne? Aber wieso kann ich das jetzt nicht benutzen? Und was scheint da hier noch zu sein? Sonst wäre hier nie das Fragezeichen. Oder muss man das nehmen? Nee, ist so Quatsch. Einen anderen Knopf benutzen? Mal probieren.
Du mit einem anderen Stick mal drehen.
Oh ja. Ne. Nee, ich kann hier nicht machen.
Oh, es fehlt da irgendwo ein Teil.
Irgendwas fehlt da.
Schau. Vielleicht auch noch vor der Scheune gucken.
Hm?
Nochmal vor der Scheune gucken.
Vor der Scheune? Kann aber auch nicht springen. Ja gut, vielleicht... Achso, hier ist schon das Ende. Wieder mal irgendwas übersehen, denke ich. Irgendwas haben wir übersehen. Schätze ich mal. Das wäre doch hier das Fragezeichen nie. Ah.
possible to mount this cogwheel on the winch.
Jetzt, da gehen wir nochmal hoch.
Looks like everything is in its place. All I have to do is turn this handle.
So, da beenden wir den Part hier und dann sehen wir uns gleich wieder. Bis dann.